Daddy, I don't understand this. What do you mean Mother suffered a breakdown? She was just fine.
Hardly. It was just as I thought. Her removing herself from that medication caused a tremendous setback.
I should never have suggested she go to see a hypnotherapist. Maybe this is my fault.
Now, Darlene...
Well, what do you mean, maybe? Of course it is.
Melissa...
Come on, Daddy. You know it was a foolish thing to suggest to Mother.
Perhaps your sister was impulsive, but your mother chose to stop taking her medication.
It's all right, Daddy. Melissa's right. I am foolish. How could I have thought her dreams were real?
My dear, you killed Silas to protect me.
Daddy!
The psychiatrist is saying that when she took herself off the medication, it triggered lucid dreaming. Of course, the hypnosis only made her relive the dreams.
Mother is right. I do watch too much afternoon television.
Well, I want to see her.
My dear, that simply isn't possible, at least for now. Let the doctors do their job. They'll help her.
Can they? Help her, I mean?
I think so, my pet. I pray so.
This is crazy. How could you let this happen, Daddy? Was your damned oil worth it?
You'll remember to keep a civil tongue in this house, young lady. I won't tolerate it.
I want to see her, Daddy, soon.
That girl is gonna be the death of me yet.
She has every right to be angry. I will never forgive myself.
Now stop right there. Your mother would be furious if she heard you say such a thing.
I agree. Amelia's condition is nobody's fault.
My dear, you killed Silas to protect me.
Daddy!
I'll call and check on her if it'll set your mind at ease.
Oh, it would. Thank you, Daddy.
Of course, my pet.
She's a strong woman. She'll get through this, and we'll all be here to help her.
Oh, Roger, this couldn't have come at a worse time.
I can imagine. I hope you know you're not alone.
My goodness. Sometimes.
What?
I really am starting to see that man I fell in love with back in college.
You mean before I started drinking?
I promised you I wouldn't do that, so you can't do it to yourself. You've changed, Roger.
Thanks. I don't think you'll ever know what that means to me.
You said you wanted my forgiveness, so now you have it. There's one thing I want you to do for me first.
Anything. I'll do it. What is it?
I need you to forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. I love you. I always have. I can't help it. I'm bewitched.
Roger, there's something I have to tell you.
I know.
You know?
I found this lying beside the trash in the bedroom. You're not much of a sneak.
My pregnancy test. You knew all along.
I knew you'd tell me.
You know this baby couldn't possibly be yours.
And we're the only ones that know it. Thank God. Can you imagine what Vernon would say?
Roger, are you suggesting that I don't tell Lionel?
Hell no. I'm suggesting you don't tell anyone at all.
Delilah, thank you so much for asking me to lunch. I had forgotten just how beautiful this house truly is.
It was my father's pride and joy. He loved this house. And oil, of course.
I think we can all drink to that.
So, why did you come back, TJ? Didn't you get run out of town at gunpoint?
Raven!
Let's talk about something else, please.
It's all right. I assume you're referring to Della Johnson and that band of renegades she calls relatives.
Everyone knew all about it, TJ. My goodness, the poor girl had to leave school because of you.
That's enough, Raven.
Well, we finally agree on something. Y'all have fun.
I'm sorry about that, TJ.
Oh, she hasn't changed a bit. Della and I have come to an understanding, and she's agreed that I couldn't possibly be the father of her dear, sweet little girl.
Really?
That means he bought her off.
Lionel, I'm your brother. A little credit, please.
Visa or American Express?
I'll never leave home without it.
So I assume this means...
That he's back to stay? Oh yeah. Isn't it exciting?
Thrilling.
Yes, it is. I'm actually breaking into the oil business. I've bought a few shares in a small local company.
Interesting. Too bad you're on the wrong ship.
Yes, I heard about your recent good fortune. Congratulations.
Thank you, but it's your good fortune, too. SinCo is about to have more oil than it can refine.
Well, then to good fortune.
To
good
good
fortune.
fortune.
Melissa, my child, you're a vision.
Why, thank you, Daddy.
Darlene has promised this harvest ball will be one to remember.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Although, it just doesn't seem right for us to be celebrating.
I thought the same, Melissa, but I know your mother. She'll get through this, but not if she thinks we've put our lives on hold because of her.
I'm sorry about earlier. I know Darlene would never do anything to hurt her.
I know, child. I'm worried, too.
Well,
Darlene, I love it.
Darlene, my dear, you're positively glowing this evening.
you have no idea.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Roger, don't you look handsome? Thank God my sister came to her senses.
I wholeheartedly agree.
It's the tuxedo. Are we ready?
Actually, my date isn't here yet.
Date? You didn't say anything about a date.
I don't tell you everything. I'll bet that's him now. Excuse me.
A date?
Melissa?
I'm right behind you.
Good evening, everyone.
T.J. Sinclair, this is your date?
Escort, Vernon, where's your class?
Oh, we've always been friends, Daddy.
Are you trying to kill me?
Now, Vernon, I'm sure it's all innocent enough. Isn't that right, TJ?
Of course. Darlene, I'm so glad to see you're feeling better. You look lovely as always.
Thank you, TJ.
Well, we should get going if we want to make it on time.
Good Lord.
This should be one hell of a night.
Thanks, TJ. That was fun.
My pleasure. Shall we?
Why, thank you, sir.
My word. I'm speechless.
Thank you. You look very handsome yourself.
I certainly won't be able to let you out of my sight. I'll be the envy of every man there.
You lucky dog.
What is it with you two?
Oh, Raven.
This is already getting old.
You look lovely this evening, Raven.
Why, thank you, Lionel Sinclair. You look delectable.
Well, thank you. I think.
Are you terrorizing the ball alone, or did some poor hapless creature wander into your web?
It's time to make our move. My dear sister's in for the shock of her life.
As a matter of fact, I do have an escort, so I won't be going alone, Cruella.
Oh, if only this house had a dungeon.
And there he is now. Suey, get the door.
For the last time, my name is Candace, and you can get the doorbell yourself.
Are you going to let the help talk to me like that?
You heard the woman.
Thank you.
Get it yourself.
I can tell you there will be some changes around here. Chet.
Good evening, everyone.
Chet? You're Raven's date?
That's right.
You both look lovely. Hello, Sinclair.
Chet.
I don't believe this.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
Since high school.
That's how long this girl's been toying with my affection. It's shameless, I tell you.
To say the least. Chet, I really don't think
Wow,
this is...
I didn't realize it was so late. We really should be going if we want to be there on time.
I love a punctual man. I think I'd like you to escort me to the car, Lionel Sinclair.
I'll get my wrap.
Yeah, sure.
We'll be in the car. I wouldn't be too long, sis.
You look a little, flustered, Delilah. Is something wrong?
This is pathetic, Chet. It won't work, I can tell you that.
I'm sorry, I don't quite know what you mean.
Oh, please, what was this little song and dance about high school? You're only doing this with Raven to make me jealous. I suppose I should be flattered, but I'm not.
Well, that's good, Delilah, because it doesn't have a thing to do with you. I asked Raven to the ball because she's a vibrant, beautiful woman.
I suppose to some, but we both know whom you really want to be with.
Maybe at one time, Besides, you're with Sinclair now.
Yes, I am. Lionel and I share a great deal in common.
And as I recall, so did we.
We had sex in common, Chet. Mind-bending sex that I don't regret a second of.
I never truly realized.
Realized what?
How unbelievably shallow you can be.
I suppose in a way that's true. You may want to remember, I'm still your boss.
How could I forget?
Darlene, my pet, you've outdone yourself and all others before you. The Mortimer has never looked so spectacular.
Why, Daddy, thank you. I had a lot of support.
It really is nice, sweetheart. I knew it would be.
Thank you, Roger. I just hope we can raise a lot of money.
You can double what Montgomery Oil has already pledged.
That's very generous of you, Vernon.
I just can't stand to see so much suffering. It's like my dear friend George W. always says.
Oh, Daddy, please, don't ruin a beautiful evening.
How can you enjoy it all knowing Mother is?
Now, Melissa, you agreed. Amelia would want you to enjoy yourself.
I agree, Roger. It's obviously up to us to show these two ladies the time of their lives.
Absolutely. Are you two interested?
I'm mildly intrigued.
Lead the way, gentlemen. You know, TJ, I really don't know why I even came with you tonight. I shouldn't even be speaking to you.
And you'd have every right. The way I left town was unforgivable. But I dearly hope you can find it in your heart. Of everyone, I've missed you most.
Ah, yes, so damn charming. So, when are you gonna get around to the real reason you're here?
You hurt me, Melissa, you really do.
Fine, Tobias James, I rightly don't care.
Now don't be that way. Lafayette is my home. Why should it seem so strange that I would want to come back?
Because you rarely do anything without some sort of ulterior motive.
You're paranoid, Melissa. I've just decided to take a more active role at SinCo. Besides, I have other interests here as well.
I'm sure you do. Somehow I doubt they include your daughter.
Not this again. I told you already that...
I know what you told me. So convenient that Della Johnson recants what she's claimed for 5 years.
She was looking for money all along, Melissa. I love you, but you're so naive.
Not as naive as you think, Tobias. I know you're up to something, and sooner or later, I'll find out what it is.
Wow, look at this place. They really went all out this year.
Who would have known Darlene Montgomery had it in her?
What's that? Do I hear a note of jealousy?
Jealous of her? Hardly. I mean, sure, she's attractive, but really, can she do what I do?
Point taken.
Oh, it's all right, I guess. Now, that party in Milan, that was a party to remember. That was the one right before Delilah tried to imprison me in that horrid college.
Yes, Berkeley is such a hellhole. Chet, perhaps you can find a way to shut her up. Lionel, I definitely need that drink now.
Excuse us.
What a witch.
Forget her. Let's have some fun.
Oh, we're going to have fun, all right.
Hello, Vernon. Are you enjoying yourself?
Immensely.
I'm a little surprised to see you here, although I guess you do have something to celebrate, seeing as how I let you off the hook so easily.
I see you're here with Lionel Sinclair. A perfect fit if there ever was one. Vipers will lie with vipers.
Thank you, darling. He's so attentive.
As every good dog should be. Personally, I'd take this one out and shoot it, but that's just me. Do enjoy yourselves.
He's so pompous, it just drives me crazy.
Yeah, a little too crazy.
What?
The night of the explosion, you were going to tell me why you hate him so much, but then you never did.
Because of the explosion?
Yeah, but you've had plenty of time since then, and you still haven't told me.
Hello, Lionel. Delilah.
Darlene.
This certainly is a nice little get-together. Whenever did you find the time, Darlene?
I managed.
You look lovely this evening. Where's your husband?
Roger's on a business call. He'll be right back.
I see you must be feeling better.
I beg your pardon?
The other day you got lightheaded. Said you had a touch of the flu?
I can't tell him I'm pregnant. Oh, yes. I'm just fine now.
I'm so sorry about that, sweetheart. I'm yours for the rest of the evening. Oh, hello, Lionel, Delilah.
Roger.
How nice to see you again, Roger. It was so good to hear that you've decided to call off the divorce.
Thank you.
So, tell me, how are the repairs going on that oil well?
They are complete.
Wonderful. It's as if that explosion never happened.
Oh, God.
Yes, Roger. He sent me the blueprints for the shafts Vernon drilled into the shale. I knew it. I just couldn't prove it. Until now.
Roger, are you all right?
Yes, you're looking a little pale, Roger.
I'm fine. Excuse us.
You are shameless.
You love it.
What the heck is the matter with you, Roger?
The night foreman on that well was killed in that explosion. For God's sake, the guy had a wife and 2 kids.
Roger!
I'm fine. I was just afraid you were going to tell Sinclair about the baby. You didn't, did you?
It's as if he is looking right through me, but he can't find out, Roger. It would just kill Daddy.
And if you listen to me, he'll never have to find out. As far as the rest of the world is concerned, that baby you're carrying is mine.
Our second drill team made their strike this afternoon. It's almost like a dream.
And that judge reversing his decision like that. We really do have a good reason to celebrate, don't we?
That we do, Jacob. Don't you agree, Lionel?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing important, just our futures.
Look, if you folks would excuse me, please. I think I see my wife waiting for me over there.
Of course.
Jacob, I'm sorry. I know I'm a little distracted tonight.
A little? You've been staring at Darlene Montgomery all night.
I apologize. I've been a terrible escort.
Not terrible. Just pay a little attention to me.
Well, that shouldn't be too tough. That dress is stunning, Delilah.
Perhaps you should be more interested in what I'm not wearing.
Oh, my.
I've never been good at keeping secrets, Roger, especially something like this.
What choice do you have? Are you prepared to tell Vernon that you're carrying Lionel Sinclair's bastard?
My God, do you really have to put it like that?
Somehow I have to make you realize just what's at stake here.
I am more than aware of what's at stake, but keeping this secret, I just don't know.
Now see, Lionel, aren't I much more entertaining than that insipid little thing?
You most certainly are.
Well, this party is officially a bore.
Good. Go home.
Delilah.
Maybe we should, Raven. I'm sure we can find something to do.
I'm sure. Mop up after you're finished.
You really are a bitch, Delilah. I can't wait to wipe that smug look off that frozen face of yours.
And just how do you plan to do that, little one? Maybe you forget who's in control of everything?
Let's not do this, ladies.
Raven, let's just go.
Darlene, I thought you were finished with that vermin. You know what he did to Montgomery Oil.
Daddy, please.
Darlene, why don't we just step outside for a minute?
No, I can't do this, Roger. I'm sorry, but I have to.
Darlene, no. Don't do this.
I have to.
Darlene.
I hate you, Delilah. I won't feel one bit guilty when you go down in flames.
You vicious little bitch.
Darlene, let's go outside and talk.
No, Lionel, I need to talk to you alone, please.
Just perfect. Do you suppose you could attend to your own husband and leave my date alone?
This is between Lionel and me.
You and Lionel are finished. Tell her, Lionel.
Darlene, let's go.
No, he has to know the truth. Lionel, what is that?
Oh my God!
It's an earthquake!
Get down, you fool!
Get on the table!
The ceiling's collapsing!
Delilah!
Vernon!
Delilah, get out of the way!
Next time on Eye of the Storm, he'll
live a lie.
Are you suggesting that I don't tell Lionel?
As far as the rest of the world is concerned, that baby you're carrying is mine to protect the woman he loves.
He can't find out, Roger.
I think Darlene may be suffering from amnesia, but will Lionel search for the truth?
She was trying to tell me something before the earthquake.
Spell the end for Roger?
She's pregnant.
There's no way in hell I'm going to let you anywhere near my wife.
No child of mine will ever be raised in that house.
Who's your daddy? Next time on Eye of the Storm.